Welcome back to Communication Studies Made Easy. In today's video, we are looking at the preface. Now, when we talk about the preface, think a movie trailer or a blurb. When you're inside a bookstore, before you make a purchase, you take a look at the back of the book to see what the content of the book is about. Before you watch a movie, you consult the trailer, and in that trailer, they highlight the juiciest bits of the movie to entice you to come to watch the movie. That's pretty much, in a nutshell, what we're asking you to do with the preface, but not in the strictest sense. So the preface should tell us what to expect in the creative piece, and the preface forms part of the creative section. Now remember, 4 marks is awarded to the preface, 10 marks is awarded to the original creative piece. When it comes to the preface, you want to ask yourself, in 75 words, have I provided a summary of the creative piece? Now, this is where you tell us what your creative piece is about. Give us the juiciest bits of this creative piece. Have I identified a target audience? Have I validated the selection of that audience? Meaning, if you decided that your target audience are teenagers, why have you selected that specific audience? So you need to validate the selection of the audience, and it cannot be vague. You can't just say the populace. What populace? You can't just say the Jamaican populace. That's just a cop-out, right? You have to be very specific. When it comes to communication studies, you must be very specific in your responses. Now, have I stated the purpose of the piece? For what intent and purpose was this genre selected or this creative piece selected? Why did you write it? You can also twin it or think about the purpose that you had articulated in your general introduction. Now, have I stated a suitable context? Context is not medium or channel. Context also does not stop at the physical space. It does not only mean the physical environment, the brick and mortar, the walls, right? Context transcends the physical environment. Context takes into consideration the condition under which the communication event is taking place. What was happening while this discourse was taking place? What was happening while these particular words were used? Now, in this preface, you must state in which context you foresee this creative piece being demonstrated, being presented, being aired. Under what conditions do you see this piece taking life? That's pretty much what we need you to do when it comes to context. Again, context is not medium, it is not channel. That is important. And the word limit is 75 words. Now, let's take a look at a sample preface. This by no means is the perfect preface, but it can be improved, and I'm going to show you how. Sample preface. The story The Gun follows Jashawn, an inner city boy who has received only primary education. Due to his mother's illness, Jashawn commits to earning additional money for her hospitalization. So here, the student has told us what her creative piece is about. We know the title of the creative piece, we know who the main character is, and we know what issue this character is faced with. The purpose is to highlight the dangers associated with insufficient male education. She has now highlighted the purpose of this piece. This piece is targeting psychologists and ministers of education, individuals expected to address this issue due to their profession. She is now attempting to validate the selection of her target audience. Who were her audience? Psychologists and ministers of education. Now, she made an attempt at articulating a validation for the selection of this specific audience. Individuals expected to address this issue due to their profession. So because they are in a position of power and because they are the ones who are able to affect change, she has articulated that. It may be presented at conferences on youth education at the Ministry of Education. Now, she has a sense of what the context should be, but I'm not liking the articulation of this context. So you notice that She says that it's going to be taking place at a conference on youth education. Since it has to do with education, because she speaks about lack of or insufficient access to male education, yes, a conference about youth education or education at best would be suitable. But I'm not liking how it is articulated. That's just the issue for me. So if I was marking her for expression, I would have marked her down. I would have marked him down for expression. But this is in essence what it is that we are asking you to do for us. Now let's take a look at another sample. Sample number 2. The prose, likes yourself, raises awareness about the harmful effects of social media on self-esteem, body image, and mental health, particularly among teenagers. Once again, we're told what the content of the creative piece entails. It encourages you to embrace authenticity despite social media pressures, targeting Jamaican teenagers and other stakeholders who play a role in shaping the lives of youth. So I do not like the articulation here. The grammar is off, and so the student would need to rephrase. But you can see that she has identified her target audience, but she has not quite articulated effectively for me a validation of why she selected this particular or these individuals for her audience. This piece would be best presented at a school assembly addressing social media's impact on mental health and self-perception. Her context, however, I would accept. She has stated under the conditions under which she is expecting or she foresees her prose piece being presented or demonstrated. So this piece would be best presented at a school assembly addressing social media's impact on mental health and self-perception. So this is an assembly that is discussing or having a discourse surrounding social media and its impact on mental health. So I just need her or him to articulate for me a validation of why they have selected Jamaican teenagers and which other stakeholders. You need to be more specific. In essence, that is what I'm expecting for the preface. Now, remember that you should not exceed 75 words. And that's all there is to writing the preface. Very easy, is it not? Stay tuned for our other videos. Thanks for watching another episode of Communication Studies Made Easy. Don't forget to turn your notification bells on so that you are notified each time I upload a new video. If you have any questions, please leave a comment in the comment section and I will respond to you as soon as I can.